Okay, hello. Doing a quick explore on the Behringer Neutron, seeing if I can get a cat into it. Not a real cat, not actually sure what the cat is. This is in an attempt to explore using the input of the Behringer Neutron for Simon Ilario Bernardeschi. Probably got that completely wrong. I apologise, Simon. But there we go. So that's first apology. Second apology is this. If I take my finger off the casing of the neutron, I get that buzzy noise. So I'll try and remember to keep it earthed by me. So what do we have here first? Let's have a look. We have a very low octave noise. So they're set there. I've got OSC sync, so oscillator sync, synchronized. I've got a the Korg Volca bass, which I'm not using over there at the moment, and I've got this, which is a Synthstrom Deluge. And I'm using that to control the MIDI, which is on here, so that's MIDI. You can't see that. Okay, so this is MIDI anyway, so I can play that like that. Wonder if that'll work. So you can probably hear that a little. Yeah, that sounds like it's working. So let's start by, this is the output of the Synthstrom Deluge. I'm going to put that into oscillator 2. There we go. Don't know why it's quiet. I'll see if I can remember what I've done, because I've been playing on this all the time for hours this morning and completely forgotten what I've done, so I don't know why that's so quiet. Volume's up, drive, there we go. Delay off, put it to there. There we go. Oh, take that out. Yeah, so that's just, is it? Yeah, so that's currently just the neutron. Very simple whirring noise. Now I have on the Deluge isn't that one? Yeah, maybe. That's a cat going meow. Okay, roughly. So I'm going to put that. That's currently on the input of the neutron. So if I go here, yeah, I've got that there. Turn that down. So there's the cat. I'm going to put that into the second oscillator input, see what happens. Turn it up a bit. So there's something interesting going on there. That might be easy to hear. So what we have there is using the oscillator in for the sample of the cat noise. Let's try it in 1. So I don't know if you can hear that difference, but because oscillator 1 is synced to 2, it lifts the second oscillator up. So if we take that off, see how it doesn't lift it, but if you put an oscillator 1, it lifts it. So if we go to drums, for example, and we have an interesting thing going on there that I heard when I was trying to set this up, and it's like there's an interplay between the oscillator here in the Deluge and these two oscillators. So it's just like having a third oscillator using the in. If we go here, what we have there is just change the filter settings here, because altering the filter settings on both machines alters the character of the sound. The oscillator that's working on here currently is making a alteration to the sound coming out of the Neutron, but it's also altered by these filter for that sound and this filter here. So if I alter this filter slightly, there. To get a bit of self-resonance there. And it's the same thing all to this. So we've got some beat in there. And now we're getting the self-resonance of that oscillator. So we can have both going on. Mind your ears. And then we can introduce the LFO, because the LFO can also be used as an oscillator. So the thing with the Neutron I found as well is, because it's analog, there's no like set it to number 2 and set this to number 6. That's not how it works, is it? So you have to use your ears to try and find the sweet spot in terms of different resonances and beating frequencies, etc. And if we alter the wave shape of the LFO that we use in an oscillator, in the same way as if we alter these oscillator wave shapes, we get that different sound. And it's the same when we put an in from a device, you get a different sound. So it's finding things that work together and do things. So let's have a see what happens if I start. So that's now playing MIDI as a clock, but no notes as yet because these are all muted. So if I put this drum track on, to C2, so I'll take the LFO off completely just so you can hear the difference. Yeah, so you've now got the drum track coming in from the Deluge. If you hear it, that is a slightly different noise sound. Let's just turn that down again, go into here, just check. Alright, so I've got the frequency altered here slightly, so let's try that. I'll just leave the kick drum. Right, so we've got that going. So if I now alter these frequencies slightly, you've got the different individual sounds. Take this oscillator sync, see, without that input you just have this oscillator. So now we've got a slow LFO affecting that sound, and we'll bring in the drums. Because that's in oscillator 1, this obviously affects that incoming signal pitch. Yeah, and then we can alter the shape. Can also change on the Deluge here, instead of having sample play once, we can loop it, so then you get this. And then you can go to your sample, change it. Yeah. So that's various things. Keep pressing that. So you can do that sort of thing to alter it. I'll take that off for the time being. This is the oops, sorry, turn the price up a bit. So this is just on a sample, and playing that cat sample. Yeah, so we can currently so about to learn. So I guess you get the idea, it alters and affects. So instead of putting it in OSC1, put it in OSC2. Yep. And obviously put it in the Volca bass. Sorry, wrong one. This is the input one. Oh, my specially selected stage stand didn't work. We've got volume turn up, bias. So there we've got the Volca coming in, which is great. That's going into the back at the moment. But we could also put it into our C1, same tune. And you can hear it now affecting that. Let's go to MIDI. So if you turn bias off, then you can actually play those notes on a keyboard, so that sound that's going on in the background then becomes your palette to use to make a super song. If you could use that for that, put it into SC2. Scroll that up there. Take the sync off. So the tuning affects it coming in obviously, and then so we can then play on the keyboard. Oh no, the Daleks are coming. Yeah. We can also use that same signal to alter the LFO rate. So as we've got and that's playing from here. Yeah, so you can alter how it sounds. By playing, obviously the incoming signal is now being used as the rate for the LFO. But it's a rate alterer. Yeah. Which is quite an interesting sort of idea if you're into that sort of thing. And then you've got to go a bit silly, I suppose, so you can have the out. So this is now with the drums from the Deluge altering into this, and of course if you slow the tempo down, you've got lots of interesting palettes to choose from there. So you could really get something out of that, I think. gosh, that's loud. It's coming in off there, so that'll be... Wow. Right, I think that's enough madness for today, but anyway, so there we go. Anything that you want can go into there, into the back as an input, and you can even use the output. Did I show you that? You could even use the output of this. Where's the OSC mix? So if I wanted to use the OSC mix and put it back in, take it out first. So that's what we've got at the moment. Yeah, so you can use the out for the in. Yeah. And then do all sorts of stuff with that. You get some mad things going on, so you can put that, obviously instead of the joint out, you could use just the first oscillator and then link them. I'll put it into OC2, so you've got this one now. And you can go on and on and on.